It's a little message, any super middleweight. Canelo, been waiting around for Canelo, as you well know. So that is parked up. Callum Smith and Andrade. Let's get it on. Callum, you're a great fighter, good fighter, unification. I reckon we can get it on. Andrade, you're just a little pussy who keeps running. Don't want to fight nobody. So let's go 168. Let's rock and roll. November or December. We ready, boy?
What's going on, you guys? So, as you just heard, Billy Joe Saunders said he's waiting on Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez, ain't no telling who he's going to fight this year. In 2020, he may not fight at all. But Billy Joe also gave a lot of praise and credit to Callum Smith, a guy who here in America, he's not known here in America at all. And from the last time I've seen him fighting at 168 pounds against John Ryder, I felt that John Ryder won that fight. Callum Smith didn't look too good. He looked like a guy that may want to start thinking about moving up to light heavyweight soon. He's a pretty tall guy. I'm surprised he can even make that weight. But he also calls out D.Andrade, which is pretty rare in the sport of boxing today. Is Billy Joe Saunders serious? I don't know. Maybe he could be serious at this point because what's really left for Billy Joe? You know, he's been on the sidelines a lot. He's been getting in trouble outside the ring, just saying and doing stupid things. So he's probably looking at it like, man, I got to take whatever fights I can get right now. And if it's D.Andrade, so be it. But is he serious? Because he calls him a pussy and he don't want to fight nobody. But when y'all was supposed to fight, you tested positive for some oxytofrine. Told the commission to fuck off and then ran off to the UK and we haven't heard and seen from you since. Then you went up to 168 pounds, totally just dismissed the whole Andrade fight altogether. Now you talking about he's been running. So we're going to see if you serious. And I expect Eddie Hearn to make this fight because his own needs fights. They need to also make the Devin Haney-Gary Russell fight happen. Why? Because the zone needs fights. Gary Russell said he's willing to come over there, make that happen. Make this Billy Joe Saunders, D.Andrade fight happen. I think they said Andrade got supposed to be on Danny Jacobs' undercard as a co-main, fighting his mandatory or something, and Jenny Jacobs supposed to be fighting, I forget who Jenny Jacobs fighting, but they probably gonna find him a layup to fight. Andrade is gonna be fighting another layup, so why don't you go ahead and push that layup out the way and go ahead and put in a real live opponent like Billy Joe Saunders since he's talking shit. Sell that fight, get the zone, get some momentum on the zone, and we get this show on the road. We're going to see if Billy Joe Saunders for real. We're going to see if D.Andrade even responds to this. And one thing about D.Andrade, even though he's regarded as the boogeyman, he claims he's the boogeyman. A lot of people see him as the boogeyman. Not too many guys are lining up the door to fight D.Andrade. However, he don't really put himself out there to really, he give guys excuses and reasons not to fight him. You don't see D.Andrade. Where is D.Andrade? You see what Gary Russell Jr. been doing, right? Gary Russell Jr. was somewhat the same. You didn't see much of Gary. You didn't see him fight too often. When you did see him fight, it wasn't nobody you really cared about. But now that once he started this Terrence Crawford thing, and now he got this little thing with Devin Haney jumping off, now he may end up talking himself into a big fight. He been consistent, coming out with videos, talking trash. People, he caught a little wave. This is what D.Andrade needs to be doing. But you don't see this guy. So it gives guys like Canelo and Triple G and, you know, everybody else excuses and reasons not to fight you. Who have you fought? What have you done? What many tickets you sell? Those are excuses and reasons why they don't want to fight you. You're not a draw. You don't really put yourself out there. And if then the networks don't want to approve of fights because if you was to beat a guy like Canelo, you don't got enough juice to carry on the juice that he had. You just don't have that, you know what I'm saying? You just be a guy that nobody really heard of that beat Canelo Alvarez. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Boom, there goes our money. You know what I'm saying? So they're not going to do that. You got to make yourself worth it. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate that today in the fighting game, it's more than just being skilled and having a good fighting ability and shit. It's marketability and all types of other bullshit. You got to really sell yourself. Gary Russell Jr. out here selling himself right now. You know what I'm saying? So that's what D.Andrade needs to do. Luckily for him, Billy Joe Saunders called him out. And we're going to see what Billy Joe's going to, is he pump fake or is he for real? Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.